Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is Psyche here, and today we're going to be doing the return of one of the most well-known streams here. People will be asking me about this every once in a while. Psyche, you need to do another every single time a survivor dies first. You gotta pick that survivor next, and that is what we're going to be doing today. It was a lot of fun last time, and I mean, I really gotta update that thumbnail. I love that thumbnail. I love the prisoner dying, and then we gotta play prisoner. But man, we should maybe like do like a little girl, like maybe little girl. That would be pretty funny. But anyway, wow, wow, I just came right as rank started. I'm like, oh man, I'm already a few minutes late. Stream started like 4 minutes ago now. I'm like, man, I gotta stop being late. And then what do you know, rank just started. Maybe we can get some people in that case, because maybe they haven't started playing rank yet. I know Agramont would love to watch me play random garbage. See, the thing about this challenge is you get really different results depending on who you play with. If you play with randoms, you're going to get wild results. If you play with friends, you might get different options depending on what kind of friends you invite. But I see Annoying Priestess is playing Hunter. Alright, I guess we won't bother them. And it looks like Cloud is not on the game, so I guess no Cloud. Hey Agramont, do you know if Cloud wants to play? Who in the world is Annoying Priestess? Annoying Priestess. See, I named them that because I knew I would never remember who they were if I don't name them that. Or something that makes me remember they're like who they are. Annoying Priestess' backstory goes back to when I was playing Hunter. And I think it was on stream. And they were really good. And a really good player is a really annoying player, because then I need to be good at the game, which I guess I wasn't that game. So, they sent me a friend request, and I'm like, well, I'm going to refriend them. They're definitely a really good survivor player to know, if I ever want to invite them. So, I'm like, well, I'm going to forget who they are, and then I'm never going to accept them, because I'm always going to be, like, skeptical, like, I don't know if they're really good, and I'm never going to remember who they were. So, I named them Annoying Priestess, so that every time I read that name, I gave them a name that every time I read it, I'm like, that Annoying Priestess. Yeah, I remember that. Do I actually remember what happened in the match? No, I don't actually remember at all. I don't remember what made her annoying, but I named them that because I know that that's how I know future me will know if that player is a good player, because of the way I named them. So, I don't know what she did. I don't know what she did. That was so annoying. If you were asking me, I have no clue. But I can tell you right now that they're a good Survivor player. That's what I can tell you. Anyway, that's the story of Annoying Priestess. There's also Annoying Batter. And yes, they were duoing together. That's why they both have the same name. They were both playing the same name. But anyway, we have Agramont here. We did get one person in here. Agramont, for those of you that don't know, Agramont played in Call of Abyss. They also played on Call of Abyss last year. And so 2 Call of Abysses in a row from Agramont. Technically a Call of Abyss player. And yeah, we're going to be playing with Agramont today. What can I say? Alright. I think we'll go some passive survivor. Any good survivor, that's what I'll go first. Trust me, there's going to be plenty of bad survivors later on. And no doubt about it. Like this professor, for example. Oh, Professor Titzer. Yeah, he's definitely dead. Alright, well, who are we going to play, though, in the meantime? Lately, I've been playing Novelist. And if you guys remember me in the past I said, oh, Novelist would be pretty cool if you can find times where you could swap spots and put the hunter behind a window or something like that. But the reason I never really, even the times where I had that opportunity, I never really went for it because it's usually not worth it. I mean, if you're like right next to the window and a hunter's blocked behind it, why would you switch spots? You know, it doesn't really make a lot of sense unless they're blocking a kiting area behind them. Then it's good regardless. But that's a very specific example, very general, you know, like which area would that be then? I could think of one. Let's say you're at first stop and you're stuck at those 2 pallets and the hunter's blocking first stop from you getting on it. You could drop both those pallets and you could swap with the hunter as long as they're on the roller coaster side. And then you could get on the roller coaster and have them stuck between the pallets. It's like a positioning thing. You really have to know positioning. But I've been playing him more often, and I realize you don't have to be that complex with it. Like, yeah, that's amazing value. That is probably the best item in the game if you can pull off something like that. Because there's nothing worse in this game than a hunter who knows how to position themselves so that they're always cutting you off from the good kiting areas and making sure that their back is protecting those good kiting areas by blocking you up, by being in front of you. And stopping you from getting to those areas. For example, if I were to kite at these 2 pallets, a good hunter would try to break this pallet first, right here, so that I'm forced to retreat to this pallet, and hence I'm further away from hospital. And they're slowly trying to push me away from the good area. In this case, it would be hospital. And then they go onto this pallet, and then they'd use an ability to slow me down. Because that's my best opportunity to go to hospital once they reach this pallet. Even if the other one is broken, I still have a pretty good chance to get to hospital. That's where they save the abilities. That's where they make sure, okay, when I do give them the opportunity to go to the strong area, then I'll use my abilities. So as Novelists, if you can get them in the right position before they could counter you with their abilities, that's really what you're looking for. But if you don't have the ability to do that, sometimes just swapping just to stall is good too. And you guys would be surprised how fast he gets his book back. He surprisingly gets his books pretty fast. They're surprisingly pretty fast how fast he gets them. So we're kind of banking on that. In theory, you could get 2 or 3 books in a single kite on your first kite, possibly more, if you rebound on the second or third kite. So there's a lot of potential with an Novelist. There's a lot of potential to use your ability, and while it's not the strongest ability in the game, it's pretty darn effective at stalling. I'll give it that. It's really good at that, because just a free 50% boost wherever you are on the map, it's pretty solid. It's pretty solid. And you don't just have to use it just to be in a better position. No. Even if you are like in a position that's just as bad, the speed boost helps you get out of that bad position, even if the swap itself didn't do anything. So that's what we're really looking for here with Novelist. We're gonna drop that pallet so if he gets teleported on, we have an instant boost out of here. At the very top will be Fake Mama, Annoying Priestess, and Annoying Batter. Fake Mama, right. Someone bought her account, and then they actually friended me a couple years later. And if you guys don't know, the original Mama, she was an amazing Survivor player. She was really good. Friends with Hokage, which is another player that I was friends with for a long time. We were ranked duos for 3 years in a row. It's less than 3 years, but we played rank every single day for over 2 years. That's how far back we go. Hokage and I. And they were super close friends with Mama, and then Mama was friends with a lot of other people. And then Mama knew me. And I was even in her team there. We went up against B4U with that team. Unfortunately, we lost, but it's alright. We had a lot of other good moments there. Okay, that sucks. Guess we're playing Professor first. We do have to finish the cipher first, though. We cannot go to rescue until we finish the cipher. Otherwise, we're not gonna have enough ciphers in the end. It's just gonna take too much time running between ciphers and whatnot. It's a big time waster, you'd be surprised. And if that cipher's already primed, then I would feel even worse for that cipher not getting popped and that rescue not happening, because otherwise he should have lived. So I'm gonna check on that cipher later. In the meantime, we're just going to... Oh, the scales actually disappear? That's really interesting. A little bit unfortunate the scale disappears when he dies. I was not expecting that. I thought the scales will still stick around. Let's see how much the cipher has. Okay, well, whatever the cipher is, it's not this one. I have a feeling that he was lying. I don't know, why would he say Cypher Machine Prime though? He must be talking about like another cipher. Could it be Shed? I don't really know. But I have to stay by the chair in case he pressures the cipher, so at least we get a free rescue off. I don't know how long Agramont will last. Cheerleader, Cheerleader kind of sucks on kiting. I don't really like Cheerleader on kiting. Okay, well, we'll see what the cipher's talking about. Oh, no, we can't. Whatever, I just kind of have to stand. If I die, so be it. If not, that's okay. I'm not gonna lie, I'm forgetting to look at the hunter's face for that notebook. But, yeah, we're not gonna be able to get that. It must be Shed. What other cipher would he be talking about? You just realized it's turning into a lot so fast. At least Professor's better than Little Girl. A lot better. Granted, not that much better, but... because half the hunter abilities... listen, I love the concept of Professor. I love the idea. As a Perfumer player who's been playing Perfumer for literal years on end, he's one of my favorite concept characters. I love the idea of reacting to the hunters. And you getting rewarded big time for you having fast reaction time. I like that idea. Little Girl should not be rescuing. She's dead on chair, but whatever. I'm gonna check on this cipher. He insisted it's primed. He insisted that it's a lot of progress. As if it's almost done. Let's see if he was lying. Yeah, that's what I thought. That cipher is making no noise. That's a 20% or less cipher. A 20% cipher would have more progress. Would at least make noise. That lizard was just straight up lying. And I'm wasting my time for no reason. Okay. Love when people do that. Say Cipher Machine is prime and there's not even... Like, it's annoying when people do it just for 40%. Okay, we gotta avoid that. I don't want to give any free hits. He's wasting all his dashes. Okay. And a blink. Okay, well, she did use a page to be fair. The cipher's only 80. It's not enough. We can get... Every little bit's gonna count here, but... Okay, 87. Thank God he used the wrong win. That's the wrong win to use, yeah. And she's also dead. Yeah, we're not gonna get this. Yeah, we're not gonna get it. Especially with Cheerleader ditching. Yeah, we're not gonna make it. We might actually make it. Nope. What's wrong with DBD? That's just another word for the NetEase not having a real reason to fire us. To be perfectly honest, that's not a legitimate reason. If it weren't for Ellie getting fired, I would believe it. At least it's like, okay, kind of. But combined with what people told me that other commentators have said, combined with the fact that they told Ellie that his reason is Dead by Daylight, it's not believable because Ellie did not mention anything about Dead by Daylight. That was me. So I don't know, are they confused who they're talking to? But the fact that they gave Ellie that reason, they're not serious about this firing. They're firing just for another reason that we don't know. Unfortunately. That's how it is. I don't think she actually would have made it. Alright, so we're gonna play Professor. Ellie got fired too. Didn't you talk with him? I did. Dong said I'd get details eventually. I did not get details. I asked, okay, who's Dong? I probably shouldn't even say the name. It will just make it more confusing. Basically, there's these people on the team who we work with to you know, to commentate, to help us commentate better. We have this one dude who's behind the scenes, telling us when the scene switches and stuff like that. He's just a messenger here. He's just a messenger. He's just telling what some other higher up is telling him. All right. And so he's like, all right, so this higher up is gonna give you more details, right? And they never gave me more details. So I'm like asking him again, all right, when is he gonna give me more details, or when are they gonna give me more details? They said they'll let me know, and I have not been let know since then. They have let Ellie know, though. Ellie did get a reason out of that higher up, and even the higher up didn't give him that good of a reason. He gave, like, okay, let's leave the judgment for the reason for later. But she gave a reason and then said there were more reasons and didn't specify, as far as I know, as far as what Ellie told me. So the reason he was given is not even his fault. So it's really annoying. But in the future, I'm probably not going to commentate for NetEase anymore because of that. There was no rules, there was no guidelines, there was no warnings. So it's kind of annoying because I'm getting fired for something that they didn't say not to do, or saying what I had to do. They didn't give any specifications, but it also means that there's no specifications for firing. So they could just straight up fire me if they want to because they didn't provide any specifications. You know, they are a company after all, especially in China. Makes it even harder to track down any legal threat you want to do with companies. It's not even worth it probably, because it's all run by the government there. Anyway, we're gonna play Professor. How did you get hired to be a commentator? So that's interesting. So there was actually an opening. There was an opening for commentating, and the 3 commentators could come together and recommend a commentator, right? So the 3 people were Nell, Potch, and Eli, whatever you want to call him. Eli, oh. They all came together and they collectively agreed, hey, what about Psyche? And they all agreed on me. They said, yeah, Psyche's cool to have. They brought it up to NetEase. Not NetEase, but they brought it up to the commentating team. And then the commentating team was okay with it. And so they took me. And so I got the job real easy. Not gonna lie, I didn't have to do any application for it, nothing like that. It came easy, it went easy, like my dad says, but it's definitely suspicious because, okay, let's say only I got fired, right? Let's say only I got fired, alright? It's hard to make an argument to say whether it was fair, whether it was unfair. We could look at past commentators and say, okay, well, how did that not get fired? We could look at me and be like, is that really a fair reason? Why not give a warning? But it's all up to debate. But the moment I find out that Ellie is getting fired, then things are not right. Because Ellie has been working there for years. He's been the same, as far as I know, for multiple years. Anything crazy that I do is because of me. I didn't drag him into it. He's just there as a bystander. And he was fired for the same reason that I did. So what I'm getting from this is if I was commentating with someone else, according to NetEase at least, whoever commentates with me the most is apparently getting fired for X reason that Psyche did. Which I think I said something even worse with Nell, but Nell is still there. And so, not that he should be fired, because I said it at the end of the day. And same goes with Ellie. Like, he should not be fired for something that I said. Ellie has already told me that he's not mad at me. He's not blaming me for it. That he understands that something's up with NetEase, but... so what was the reason? The reason was inappropriate comments. That is all I got. But the thing is, I find out a few days later that they fired Ellie as well. I should say suspended technically. Like, when I say fired, I don't mean it's permanent. I'm sure they'll give us an offer in the future if they want to. Not that it's permanent. Oh god, are we gonna play Gardener next? It's looking like it. We don't really have good options for next game. We have Gardener and Doctor as potential depths here. Maybe if Professor dies first. Oh god, I'd have to play Professor again then. You don't tune for long with the other commentators? Nothing against the other commentators. This is not really about the other commentators. This is more about my problem with NetEase. You know, I don't really care what gets forgiven from NetEase as long as it's consistent. That's what I care about. You know, we could sit here all day and be like, okay, well, if I were him, if I were that person, I would have fired it. Whatever. As long as it's consistent, I'm okay with it personally. Especially as a commentator, you know, I would like the leniency, but I feel like there is, like I got a lot less leniency than like some other comments that we saw in the past. So it's a little bit unfortunate. I don't feel like the reason was satisfactory, but there's nothing we can really do about it. You know, I can't really sit here and take NetEase to legal court. I don't really know Chinese law. Probably not even worth, like I said, probably not even worth pursuing, just because it's all run by the government there anyway. It's not really. If you're gonna fight the laws over there, the economy, then you may as well fight the whole government, which I don't think that's a good idea. Probably not a good idea, right? The dungeon is here. But yeah, the moment Ellie got fired and he was given the same reasons that I was, he was also given inappropriate comments. But the difference is he actually got extra details that I didn't, and his detail was mention of Dead by Daylight. I want to make it super clear that I was the one who mentioned Dead by Daylight, not Ellie. So that's why that doesn't make any sense. It's actually the doctor who's getting chaired right here. We just don't want to get her farmed. If you could hit the chair or me, that would be great. Pick up the scale. Nice. That's why I saved it. Perfect. So now she could potentially help herself. At least force her to swing away. That's the most important thing. I wish our teammates would like ping a cipher or something, so that I know where to go decode next. We don't have any healing debuffs. The only healing debuffs that we have is the one we're giving to our teammates with panic. We're gonna need Perfumer to rescue again, and we don't really have ciphers. Is he searching the chest? He's breaking a chair? God. I don't know if we have time for that. Okay, he's definitely on the Perfumer's cheeks. Man, really? I don't know. Listen. I don't know about that Agramont. I don't know if we're gonna finish the cipher, because if... Okay, Tide's turn, alright? That changes things a lot. So, even if the doctor gets hit immediately right here, it's not like she'll be able to pressure the cipher instantly. Okay, unless that happens. Whew. I'm almost thinking about purposely not activating my scales here. Just to see if she swings away, but... that maybe was a mistake. Especially because no one can rescue me in the case that she doesn't swing away. Oh no, we have Doctor! We have Doctor. Oh, we have double syringes? Oh my god, okay. Well, that's a little bit annoying. That's kind of the life of the Professor. Sometimes it's worth doing that, but... I don't think in that situation it was worth it. All things considered, now that I think about it, that really wasn't worth it because I die right next to the cipher. Thankfully, she didn't chair me by the cipher. Also, we didn't have anyone at full health. Thankfully, we had Doctor and Gardener with a syringe, so that was also fine. So we really lucked out there with that choice. So in this situation, it was actually fine to do that. But I definitely should have been more careful about doing that. She definitely should have thought about like what happens if she does swing, right? Okay. Well, it's not like we even lose out the ability. We'll just get it back later. Whatever. Cyber Machine primed. We're going to hold on to the scale. This match is probably not going to go on for longer than 120 seconds. So whatever scale we drop here, we're probably not going to drop a second one anyway, no matter how early we drop this first one. Alright, and whatever. I don't understand why Hunters really surrender there. They have a good chance, especially with something like Geisha, who has super strong movement. The Geisha playing blindfolded, what is she doing? I don't know. Earlier, she was swinging away. And that's why I did that. I'm like, okay, this is not a dumb Geisha. No one died there, though! No one died there! What do I do now? Guess you play Geisha next. I'm just not realizing. Because no one ever surrenders, because at least they'll be able to... Why? Why do they do that? They'll save themselves a point if they play it out. Whatever. Whatever. I've been having a lot of Hunters immediately surrender recently. A lot of them have been on the alt account. I don't know. Alright. In order to appease everyone, we're just going to do a wheel picker here, and the wheel will pick all our survivors. I'm going to have to do this first. Play Gardener? I don't think it's fair to pick who was getting chased in the moment there. Because the thing about hunters, guys, is when the gates are open, the hunter doesn't care. If they see an opportunity to see someone at gate and they're like, yep, someone's at gate, that's an easy target, they'll go for it. And that's who's gonna die. So it really depends on how safe we decide to begin the gates. It depends on if we even do that gate by front gate at all. Personally, I wouldn't. So then I would not be the one dying there. The other people there probably also wouldn't do it. Mechanic, forward. I'm not even gonna type it all the way with capitalizations. Usually I do capitals, and that way it looks nicer, but... Prospector. Oops. Enchant. I should have put Encanto. First officer. Barmaid. This is gonna be the most scuffed wheel. Look at all these mistypes. Batter. Toy. Merch. I'm not even checking if I hit the key on the keyboard. I know I misspelled psychologist. That'll be nice to see what it's spelled like later. Professor. Oh god. Should I? No, let's keep Professor on there. Imagine if it lands on Professor again. That'd be hilarious. I'm just gonna keep it on there just for the joke of, imagine if it lands on it. Not gonna happen. Puppeteer. Lucky guy. Alright. Lucky guy is misspelled, but I'm not changing it. How did I misspell lucky guy? Listen. It's not as easy hitting keyboard buttons as you think. Alright. So we got the wheel. Wheel of names. Prepare your eyes for the horribleness of misspelled typos and whatnot. Lucky guy, no. I put lucky GYY. Alright, there you guys go. Cowboy, female, dancer, seer, embalmer, prospector, enchant, wildling, acrobat. Ferd's the officer. Here we go. Who are we gonna get? Who are we gonna get? Very rare moment in this kind of history. And we got Cheerleader. That's not a bad survivor. Let's make sure to pick it before someone else picks it in that case. No! I hate that they switched that button. The switch button used to be bigger and it still messes me up to this day. But anyway. Thank you guys. Thank you Wheel for picking Cheerleader. That was actually, how close was that to Professor? Because it was in sequential order. That was just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 characters away from picking Professor again. So. Alright, I never played Cheerleader. I'm always skeptical of Cheerleader. I never really liked Cheerleader's Kai. And her support is character dependent when it comes to removing ability cooldowns. Along with her speed ups. Not a big fan of it. Especially because it slows you down so much so you lose most of it anyway. It's really just to avoid a hunter ability. But the thing is, if you play reactively like that, you might not necessarily have anywhere to stop like being slow. So that's always one thing I'm worried about. Especially Leo's memory. There's not a lot of great stuff to use nearby. If we're gonna go somewhere, we may as well use all the pom-poms. You're back in Hound because you stopped ranking and Joseph got banned. Welcome to Hound Ring. What's up, Y Rainer? Agra maining all the women, I know, right? Coordinator, Cheerleader. Who was last game? They were playing something else last game. Gardener? Carpetnator? Did I spell Carpetnator? Who is Carpetnator? I can't even see the wheel anymore. I already turned it off. Carpetnator. Who's Carpetnator? Composer? No. Coordinator. Maybe Coordinator? Carpetnator. Maybe Gardener. I don't think so. It's not going after me. Okay, you know what? I don't see the Hunter's Shadow anymore, so I'm not 100% anymore. Whatever, we'll just hide. Probably not gonna get found, right? Oh my god. I was like thinking, the Hunters should be coming from the crate. Which other direction did they come from? Okay, that makes a lot of sense, because Gardner is like hooking off the sides of these trees, going straight to God Corner. Okay, well, that was a very Hunter-specific route. Usually they would not be coming from that direction. Blind Mirror, that was a gamekeeper. Which makes a lot of sense now that I think about it. Like, he's going to be hooking off the trees, and the trees are in the direction of this side. Cheerleader, again. Probably going to mess up the self-inspire. It's like a Zero. Well, come on, Psyche. Who is Carpentator? Hold on, we're gonna see who Carpentator is. Coordinator is spelled right, so it's not Carpentator. Wildly young. Little girl has a 3 in there. How did that happen? Orofessor. Yikes. Orofessor. There is no Carpentator. I don't know what you're talking about. Did someone in the chat say Carpentator? Someone like did Agra say Carpentator? Yeah, everyone's playing. Well, not everyone is playing Gamekeeper. It's a little bit of an overstatement. You don't see him that often, admittedly. Orofessor. No. Oro. But it's pretty close. It's pretty close. Oh god. There's nothing this ability even does. What does it even do? Here, Agramont, you can shoot a second flare gun now. Alright. Coordinator just shot her flare gun. You could see the screen shake a little bit, so. Oh, she died. Oh, we cutting out? We cutting out? Okay. Why does Gardner get -0 for getting her achievement, Prominent Threat? I don't get that. What the? What's going on? I don't know if you guys heard that, but that was some really weird sounds. Yeah, she's gonna be dead to a hook. She was gonna die to a hook regardless. It's a miracle she survived that first hook. What even happened there? No clue. Cheerleader is 40% Cypher. What is that one though? Rescuing illusion? Okay, I don't know if you guys hear that, but I'm gonna restart just in case. Of course, I get a calibration during that time. Oh, and they failed the rescue. Well, what is that noise? Do you guys hear this? Oh no. Oh boy. Do you guys hear that? I mean, if you guys don't hear it, maybe I'll just ignore it for the rest of the stream, but... Okay, he got the little bro. That's nice. For us. I don't know, though. We're kind of in trouble. Both those guys are half health. Did you guys hear, like, any staticky? Yeah. Okay, so you do hear it. Okay. Well, it's gone now. For now. I don't even know. At least with Journalist we can see when she uses it, but... Yeah. A peeper? Oh, teleport. Okay. I saw him, like, go down towards the ground. I'm like, what the heck? That's a peeper animation. No, it's just his teleport animation. Alright, well. We're just gonna do the cipher. We're gonna do another cipher. At least he left the Journalist there, so technically we're still gaining decode. We're not losing anything technically still. Please tell me you have a self-heal. Okay, we are losing big time. Okay, thank God. Whenever I see someone like just freeze at 90%, I'm like, oh god, they don't have it. We have to keep doing the cipher though. At least until our Journalist can reach it. Just so that when she reaches the cipher, she'll be able to finish the rest of it. And my goodness. And yeah, we're kind of in trouble. She'll be able to finish 50%, but the question is, can we even make this rescue? I don't think so. I don't think so. Can you miss your hook? Perfectly balanced, as all things should be. I don't think it's going to be enough. We're still going to be barely too short. I'm pretty sure the hook is about to be back. We're gonna rescue here. I don't even care. It's not gonna make it. Okay, he missed. Now we gotta run sideways though. Oh, that PAL just dropped, so that's gonna cause some problems. Yo, if we can get the Cypher Prime. Oh my goodness, perfect. Oh no, I'm dead to a hook though. Oh god, yeah, we're screwed. We are 100% screwed. We're just gonna stay focused on the coding now. Thank God his hook was off of cooldown. That was huge. Where are you going? Oh my god, he missed! He missed. But I need to see which side he's going on. Okay, that side. We could technically reach the gate, but I know it's not open yet, so I'm not gonna rush it. Okay. Oh my goodness, they actually left the gate. That's even smarter. Thank you, Agramont. That's a smarter thing to do, to leave the gate entirely. Because if he switches there, she's just an immediate dead target. And the gate got opened! I mean, we could technically wait out the tension if we were to never get found. Which I don't know how practical that is. We could just both go for the gate and then whoever... And just guarantee a tie that way. I really don't want to give tinnitus. I feel like if I stand over there, we're going to give tinnitus. So this isn't that much better, but it's slightly better. Hunter's nearby still? Okay, I'll just do the gate. We do have double cheer. I mean, I'm not going to lie. Okay, didn't see that. Well, I guess we would have had to waste time anyway, but... It's the same time to destroy a trap as it is to step in it, technically. It's not any different. It's the same amount of time. So, I'm pretty sure he's going to come towards me now. If anything, that might be a good thing. Because now we'll bait him. Honestly, I'm actually okay with that. Such a shame that detention's not here. We are going to get... Oh! Oh my god, it is here! I forgot they moved the dungeon. It used to be over there between these 3 pallets. I remember, look. I remember that dungeon is there, but I don't know what came over me. I don't know why I thought we're in 2020 still. Oh my goodness. That was the old detention spot between those 3 pallets. They moved that. They moved that to the worst pallet outside. I almost left. I'm just like, yeah, the dungeon's not here. I would have heard it by now. Alright, who died there? Who died? Lost. Gardener. Ooh. Yikes, why do we have 2 gardeners? Oh, you flywheel the traps at the gate. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah. A lot of reasons why I don't think Gamekeeper's gonna be a practical hunter. He's a lot better, don't get me wrong. But if I were the devs, I would continue nerfing his chase, but make the auto aim less generous. Because right now it's all of the auto aim doing the work, and if you ever have the hook just not it's either like always hits or there's just walls in the way, so it never does anything. It's a lot like Waxers. It's very polarizing. At least like Waxers has like comeback potential with his hot wax, and so I think it's a lot better in that case for Waxers. He can also shoot from basically infinite distance. He can cover ciphers from basically infinite distance. I think it's a lot more fair with Waxers. But Gamekeeper, he's good, but he's not that good. He's got a lot of flaws. But anyway, we're gonna play Gardener now. Unfortunately, playing Gardener, we're definitely gonna get chased here 100%. I'll give Gardener this. She does get herself a good start. In case it's a hunter that immediately has a good start on you, Gardener will make sure you will not fall behind. But the reason I don't like Gardener is because on paper it sounds like a good idea, right? It's just a second psychologist, but maybe better than psychologist if you're not gonna... Like, let's say you're not gonna heal, right? If you're never gonna heal, then having Gardener is better on paper. Because she can return those bubbles. If you think about it, which in theory you get more health. But it's not really that great, because you have to stand still. You have to stand still to gain that bubble. When you stand still to gain that bubble, it's kind of redundant to stand still to get the bubble, because if you just kept running forward, 9 times out of 10 you would also avoid the hit that way. So no matter what you choose in that situation, don't use the bubble or do use it, you're gonna die eventually because you don't have an ability. And if you try to use it later, it's usually not gonna be good. It's very niche. Sometimes there are situations where running forward would not do anything, so then the bubble is good. But I don't know. I've never been a fan of the bubble with Gardener, because usually, especially like a kiting area like this that I'm starting at, it would have to be exactly Geisha or something like that for my bubble to matter. Because usually when I start my kites, usually I'm not getting hit the first 50 seconds of the match. You want to know why? Because the first 20-ish seconds I'm transitioning from the hunter, and then the next 30 seconds I'm using pallets, I'm using my boost, I'm really using it well. Gardener would be way better if you didn't start with a bubble, and then the bubble actually came after like 20 seconds after the game started, and then it stays for 50 seconds. That would be way better. Because the first 20 seconds, I don't need the bubble. I'm just setting up. So it's very rare that in the next 30 seconds, when the kite actually starts, that I'm going to get hit. It's very rare. 9 times out of 10, that does not happen. Now, happens to be that against Blood Queen, that would happen. Blood Queen will get that immediate hit on us in the first 50 seconds of the game, so it would matter if she went after us, but she just doesn't. So it also doesn't matter in that case. But yeah. Psyche, next Call of Abyss, are you going to go to another team? Do you have any teams in mind yet? Nope, I don't have any teams in mind. Like maybe Sky is always on the horizon. It's a team that Knight formed a couple months before Call of Abyss started. It didn't do so well because I think it's because the motivation wasn't in the right place. When you motivate people to win in Call of Abyss, the problem with that motivation is that if those players aren't inherently like long-time veterans who constantly are diversifying their play styles, always thinking after a game ends, what could I have done better? If they don't have a mindset like that, and they're gonna improve a lot slower, and they're not gonna be able to improve on their own as quickly. And so, when you're going into a high competitive tournament setting like that, guys, it's just like in any sport, right? There's always gonna be this thing where like you have to learn communication, you have to deal with a new group of people. No matter how much experience you have dealing with one group of people, every person's gonna be different, right? But people don't just go in those high tournament basketball leagues, in those Premier League soccer teams. They don't just go finding people who are good at communicating with people. Those people have to actually be good at the game. And that comes before they get accepted into the team. And so I think that's why the team just didn't do well. It's not just communication. This game is very far from just communication. I've always stood by this, but this game is mostly skill-based. Mostly skill-based. Communication will only get you so far, and it's a supplement to good gameplay, cannot replace good gameplay. Good gameplay can be played without communication, but communication cannot replace good gameplay. That's the way it works. So I think that's the reason it didn't work out. Admittedly, what I'm trying to say is I don't think our team was good enough to go to Call of Abyss, right? Even if we reached Call of Abyss top 8, I would be shocked if we got top 2. I would be disappointed, if anything, if they let this kind of group of players like us, like our team, we would not deserve it. I'm gonna be straight up honest. We did not deserve it as a team. We all did not deserve it. I didn't deserve it. BT didn't deserve it. The coach didn't deserve it. None of us deserve to go to Call of Abyss with that team. So maybe individually, but I'm looking at it as a team. You go to Call of Abyss as a team, not as an individual. So. We did not deserve to go to this team. If that team happens to get better over time, I still keep in contact with Knight. So that team's always going to be on the horizon. Besides that, no, I don't really have any other teams in mind. But again, I've always said this, but I just don't think there's a lot of good players left in the game. It's really hard to find a player who's that dedicated to the game, been playing for a long time, has a diverse character pool, and has the just in general the right mindset. Of like every time a game happens, like, was it me? Did I mess something up? What happened specifically? And it doesn't even have to be immediately after the game ends. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. When I'm going to bed, sometimes I'm going to be like, oh, I remember that game, and then I'll think about it. You know, I mean, if you're mad in the moment, I totally get it. Totally get it. Because I don't want to think about that kind of thing when I'm mad too. I'll think about it later. Alright, Mercenary's gonna get hit here. Too bad he can't get the gate open. He's gonna force the Blood Queen to get his attention back on the gate, I assume. Right? Hopefully. He pinged the dungeon at slide, so I have a feeling he's not really at gate. Alright. Yeah, 96 meters away. Just in case we need a body block, but I set that up way too late anyway. You're a beast now, BT. Oh my goodness. Alright. I'll tell you one thing. When people say you're good at a character, you should be scared. That's when you should be scared, BT. Not when you're bad at the character. You should be scared when people say you're good at the character. Because when you're good at the character, that's when you have expectations. And that's when it's scary to mess up. Not when you're bad at the character. Because when you're bad at the character, you can always shock people. But once you become really good, really consistent, you can only go down, so. Be careful. Be careful about being a beast. If you were truly a beast, if you were truly the beast that you say you were, I think you'd be a little bit afraid of that. Rocks for You is coming back. Rocks for You is a joke. Who is this? God, I hate that dreamer skin. I try to click away from the profile as soon as possible because the random talking. It's so out of pocket. All right. Oh, he was the painter. Oh, I'm sorry, Chief. Maybe he knows me? I'm sorry, Chief. I don't really know you. Psyche, let me be your team's hunter. Trust. Trust. You know what? I mean, if you say the beast, that's alright, actually. Because what's scary is when other people start saying you're the beast. That's when you really gotta be scared. Do you think it's in its current? What do you? Oh, sorry. What do you think of any? Sorry, the wording is really weird. What do you think of NAU in its current state? Do you think NAU has a chance to go even higher next year? I don't know. I don't know. I think that it doesn't matter which region you're from. I think you can all become the champions. But every single person on the team has to be so darn consistent, so good at the game. Just made it to L. Congrats, Tofu. Also, thank you for the $6.99 Californian. Thank you so much. Hashtag pro gaming. Pro gaming indeed, Tofu. Well done. I heard it's rough. I heard it's rough in those low tiers. Mostly because of the wait time, and then when you lose that one match, you're waiting for another 30 minutes. It's rough out there. It's rough. If you switch to PCQ, it might help. Because you will not switch to PCQ, you just turn on cross-platform. You also get +1 just for matching with someone on PC, which... Oh, sorry, who died that game? It was... Oh, God. Mercenary's already taken, too. We'll play Cowboy. We'll play Cowboy. Sorry, guys, I should have picked Mercenary. No one wanted to see Mercenary anyway. We're gonna go Cowboy. If it's a boring character, we might just... Maybe we'll spin the wheel if it's a boring character. Maybe we'll do that as well. S tier characters or higher? We're gonna... Well, S tier or higher. S tier is the highest. Then we're just going to spin the wheel. You think Omni's getting better each year? Yeah, I think so. You have to keep in mind, though, these players are like the same players, though. So, a lot of it is just stress. That's a big thing. Like, Agramont, been there a second time now. Pitts, been there a second time now. Cloud, was Cloud there? I don't remember if Cloud was there. Cloud was still in Omni or not? I don't even know. Well, Agramont was in Omni, I'll tell you that much. Cloud wasn't? No. Well, Agramont was there. Cloud was called Abyss 6? Are you sure about that? Called Abyss 6, I don't know about that, Chief. So you're telling me 2 years ago Cloud was in it? I could have sworn it was 1 year ago. That'd be called Abyss 7 then. Honor? Yeah, Honor, Cloud. That's who I remember last year. I don't know what this Call Abyss 6 is. What was Call of Abyss 6 anyway? The theme was so forgettable. Call of Abyss 7 was space theme. What Call of Abyss are we in? Are we in Call of Abyss 7? Oh, we are in Call of Abyss 7. I thought we were in Call of Abyss 8. My bad. You're absolutely right, BT. My bad. I thought we were in Call of Abyss 8. You're right. I was like thinking then what was Call of Abyss 6's theme then? Because I remember the themes, and I'm like thinking, wait, then I'm missing a theme. How could I forget a theme? Okay, that explains a lot. He's not a good coach. Wuchen Call of Abyss is lame. I like it. That's a hot take for me, but alright, fair enough. I don't know. It's hard to impress me with the skins. What are your thoughts on the rest of the Call of Abyss skins then? If that one is lame, then what about the rest? Above Call of Abyss 3. Because Call of Abyss 3, Clown, Ripper, I think everyone can collectively agree those are pretty dope. But the Gamekeeper one, the Geisha one, what came after that? The Wu-Chang one, the Feaster one, like, they were okay. Sorry, the Wu-Chang one I liked. I thought they were better than the other ones. Feaster's not bad. I like the ball thing, but the rest of it is pretty plain. I'm not a big fan. I wish they went harder with the parasite mushroom thing rather than just making him this white guy with a black ball. Give him some more personality, you know? We're gonna have Lawyer go down first. It might genuinely be Mercenary goes down first this game. He'll make the rescue, but that's a double hit. Come on, at least make it. I don't know how he... How do you take a hit and then still not immediately rescue right next to chair? Did he accidentally elbow pack? I looked away. %. Oh, yeah. That's rough. We're not. It's not gonna be worth a rescue. Colbus is worse besides... I mean, the S tier skins are always gonna be pretty decent. Even if they're bad, it's just in the context of other Colbus skins. You know, in the context of other Colbus skins, it's bad. In terms of just general S skins, it's pretty cool. Let's try to pop this before a teleport happens. Come on. Yeah, Lawyer's gonna die first. He died! That's for sure. He died. She might go for me. No, that's a red light trick on the Mercenary. Missed the jump, thankfully. Unfortunately, gonna waste the Weber's Law. I mean, we're gonna have to go for the rescue no matter what here. Is it even gonna be worth anything? Would we be able to do anything? There's nothing to do about that, unfortunately. If we fly, Ever Sleeping is just too open of a map, unfortunately. That's the problem with Ever Sleeping. I'm being careful here because I don't want to jump down too early. I don't think she'll still pick up, though. I don't think she'll pick up still. I don't know why the lasso was so short there. Why is the lasso so short? So Mercenary should be able to pick himself up, and then he'll just be able to rescue me. I think she should have picked up that Mercenary there, in all honesty. So he should be able to pick himself up here and then run away, hopefully, and then we'll get the rescue off and we'll be fine. Although it's taking him a long time. Really? Really? Okay, well, at least he'll rescue, but not what I expected. I don't know if we'll have the time anymore. Now it's gonna be close. Oh yeah, not even. Is it gonna be close? It doesn't. Flywheel doesn't do anything here. We have to dodge the cat. Oh yeah, we're not gonna be able to. I don't know what took him so long to pick himself up. Was he crawling there? He must have been crawling. I don't know why the healing took so long. Did he really get hit that many times this game? He got hit 3 times this game. That's a 45% reduction. Yeah, I guess, you know what? I guess it does make sense. Yeah, it lines up. Yeah, we're gonna be dead here, though. Nothing we can do. I don't think he had his self-heal up. No, I think he went... Oh, wait, what? That's crazy. She actually made it because of her ability. That's crazy. Hunter's nearby. He's also... No, this is his first time on chair. Not that it really matters. Why would you chair him? I feel like that's a hot take to chair there. I feel like it might be more efficient to leave him on the ground. I don't know, though. Okay, a teleport would be... Oh! Run into the tram! Did she? We're just gonna take the tram anyway. Unfortunately, she didn't go in the tram. The cats don't do anything here. So we are just gonna get on the tram. She's gonna go back, it seems. Wow, are you really gonna chase after me? I don't know if she went through the trap or not. I don't know. None of them are pinging anything. We're gonna go backwards here. Okay, love how the camera changes forwards for me. Yeah, none of them were saying anything, but Hunter was right next to them. Yeah, so Agramont technically could still make it. He could technically rescue. But Detention's gonna say something about that first. He doesn't have the warp, which is really nice. There's that. I don't know if it's worth rescuing. Is Agramont really gonna die here? Oh no, Agramont's gonna die here last second. Yo, if they take a hit! Okay, he could make it. Oh, he's not going for it. I guess the gate's not open. Yeah, the game must not be open. Okay, well, I'm fine. Cheerleader is fine if she doesn't take a hit here. It would have to be like a, a teleport on the gate, which she doesn't even have. She has warp, which is just barely going to be off of cooldown, maybe like right now. And then she'd have to set up the cats, put a cross, stand on the outside of the cats, hit the cheerleader before she walks in, and then she'll get stunned. But otherwise, there's nothing that Anne can do. First, she has to get there, let alone set that all up. All right, who was first? Lawyer. I'll play Lawyer. Lawyer, I don't consider Lawyer an S tier character. I know Ellie put him S tier. I don't consider Lawyer an S tier character. The cutters always have the inherent problem of just not being reliable cutters at the end of the day. I'm sorry. His kite is good, but I'm sorry, guys. That's just if you want a kiting ability, take Composer. But Lawyer is just good for rotation. I'm not a big fan of Lawyer for kiting. I think he's way better rotating. It's a lot more efficient if you're going for the rotation route than with Composer. Decoders are always going to have that problem. They're always going to be a little map dependent. They are not an S tier pick. S tier would mean like good no matter the consequence. And that is not the case for Lawyer. Good no matter the consequence. Not really. Not if it's Blood Queen. Not if it's Dream Witch. Not if it's a big map. Things get a little bit scary. Cheerleader is faster than Usain Bolt. Yeah, Bolt. For real. Alright, we're definitely going to pick Lawyer early on. Without Tide. I think we went Cheerleader one game and Agramont literally plays Cheerleader. So, as long as... See, here's the thing. This is what happens when you play with certain people. Those certain people, maybe they'll play different characters. Maybe they're just focusing on one. Time being, Agramont might just be focusing on Cheerleader mostly. Though they play other characters. We might get a lot of Cheerleader because of that. Who knows though? We'll see. It could be forward. Oh, barmaid would be pretty sad. I wouldn't want to see a barmaid. Let's actually pick this. I have an idea for a route here. I have an idea for a route here at 2-story. And I was thinking about this. Okay, well that's not where I was thinking they would spawn, but we could still do the same thing, just on the opposite direction. Probably not gonna... I mean, it is a decoder though, and it is Lawyer on a big map with not a whole lot to rely on. Not like OP areas to rely on, which is what all decoders are gonna rely on. It's not really practical to kite using just... So this is what I was thinking. If you're playing some character who can see through walls consistently, not Seer, because Seer can't do that consistently, then you can do something like this. You could go in a circle around the... We're not going to do it against Knight, because Knight's going to beat us to it, but... Oh, she's already doing it. Because she thinks we're inside, I guess. No, we're not inside. Not even close. But what I was thinking of doing there, if this was like a regular speed hunter... Harpoon's gonna return. Perfect. I don't really know what we're gonna do here. You really need an ability for like something like Harpoon. At least she's leaving these pallets up. So we'll have the pallet boost. Okay, that was actually a good play from her. I should have thought about that. Can we still vault this in time? I messed up, but... We're gonna die now of the blink, unfortunately. I should have been closer. Hopefully we'll get the blink out. We might not even necessarily get the blink out still. It's going to be close. We'll have to drop both these pallets. We're also missing a pallet boost. Oh, this is going to be rough. It's going to be rough for sure. We'll at least get some more time out of it, so that's good. I don't think we're going to get a blink out. We might make it. Oh, we do make it. Nice. All right. We're doing good. All right, now we get the blink out. Perfect. Alright, nice. That is exactly what I wanted. Would have been better to not take that first hit there at all. It would have been really difficult. We probably would have taken... If we didn't take that first hit sooner, we probably would have taken when Blink was just about to be up. So then we would take a hit and then immediately take a second hit. Probably. Probably not, because we would have veteran bonus. You really broke that pallet? She got scarred by that pallet. Let's see if she's going to break any other pallets, because there's a couple key pallets that she left up. In fact, all of the key pallets are still up. So, if only we had some ability to combine with it. We really don't, so there's always that issue. Again, Lawyer's always going to suffer to those fast speed... Oh my god. A Lawyer's always going to suffer to those fast speed hunters. All Dakotas are going to have that problem. And that's why they're not S tier characters. They're not, like, good against all things. Yeah, I don't know. Agramont's in a tough spot too now. Probably going to get farmed here. We didn't. Miraculously didn't get farmed. Okay. It's such an annoying area to work in, though. The full presence, too. We do dodge it, but... Unfortunately, Agramont did not, so... Agramont will go down here. Got stunned by the football, but I don't know if it does anything. It's not like it'll really do anything in the long term. Whatever area I go to will anyway get blocked by water. Oh, I think we will actually be fine here, though. Is this all going to be in water? She didn't go high enough to make it all in water, so that's not in water. No, not even close. We'll definitely take this window. I want to save the pallet boost. Okay, well, he's getting hit. Okay, he did not get hit. We'll try to dodge the water here. No way. No, we're not dodging that. But we will definitely stall. That's for sure. Did he just miss again? No, he didn't. Okay, someone dropped this pallet. I don't know. We're not dodging that, though. I hope that forward saved some football. Nope, he didn't. He just wasted it all when I didn't need it before. That really sucks. Yeah, we got pretty close, guys, but... that's really annoying, because the forward is using football when we really don't need it. He used it on that pallet when we're already in an area that she's anyway going to be forced to use her harpoon. I'm always going to take water there. If you're going to do something, do it when she finishes returning the harpoon or something. Maybe when I'm taking a basic hit, but doing that's not a good move. It'll stall for a few seconds. It's not going to really prevent anything. It would have been smarter to save it for a knockdown to help the person up. Because Knight is a hunter that has a difficult time stopping, like, harassers. Yeah, he didn't have any football. Maybe he used some before. But something like Knight, she has a hard time dealing with harassers. Like, out in the open. Especially the ones that can go, like, just go in a straight line backwards. Like something like Batter. While still being in range of hitting the survivor. They're not really dependent on where the survivor is. On the ground or where the hunter is. Or if they're by any walls. So yeah, that's a little bit of a shame. He kind of wasted it there. But whatever. He's not a forward main. Probably. Probably not a forward main. I mean, we saw him waste half his football for literally no reason. Even if you count the one that stuns, he was bad. I mean, I'm not even talking about the one that completely missed. That one was really bad. This is so dumb. Alright. Let me do this before I forget. Bye. He could still pick himself up technically if we don't see a blink here. Hopefully Agramont takes a water hit on purpose here. Okay. Okay. Good enough. Good enough. Good enough, but didn't stand by the pallet. I mean, she was by the pallet, but it didn't seem like she was planning to stand by for a pallet stun. It's whatever. You could say whatever in that situation. That's a tough situation to work in no matter what. We just really needed the forward to not be dumb there with his build, with his forward skill, lack of skill. Even when it's rank, you should even if it's rank. Even if it's not rank, even if it's tournament, you should not be not carrying, what's it called? You should not be not carrying borrowed time. You should always be carrying it. Even in tournaments, guys. I know they don't carry borrowed time in tournaments, but that is because they don't expect to survive. That's how broken the hunters are right now. Well, one hunter. Just one hunter. That's the only reason they don't take borrowed time on that one hunter. Because they don't expect to survive to the late game because of how broken she is. So they rather extend their kite with other abilities while they're still alive. And just increase it by a couple seconds with like a flywheel with broken windows or something like that. Anyway. I think we're going to go forward next round. I'm not going to play lawyer again. We're going to go forward next time. It looks like we didn't really lose any points. We actually gained from that. Nice. He lost all his points. Perfect. We actually gained +2 for cross-platform. This is why you turn on cross-platform. You're rewarded for PC players when it's not even an advantage. I don't consider it an advantage. I don't care what people say about those PC lizards. You could do the exact same thing on mobile. It just takes more time, maybe. Honestly, I don't really think so. And Lizard is not even a good hunter anyway, so... Whatever hunters are good on PC, they're not really that great of hunters, at least not anymore, if they ever were. So it's really nice. We get some extra points here for basically no reason, for basically playing against anyone. And maybe that was a little bit of a mistake there. Going into 10th there. I'm thinking back in that Kai. Going to 10th could have been a little bit of a mistake there. Since, what's it called? Since that place is just a straight line for a dash. It's a little bit annoying, though, because I wasn't really expecting that pallet to be dropped. Had that pallet not been dropped, we'd just be able to slip in and out and dodge a dash that way. And as a result, we were not able to do that because that pallet was dropped. So the moment I saw it, I'm already like, oh god, this pallet is dropped. And usually that's a good thing, but if you're coming from the other side of 10, like I did right there, that's not a good thing. Because then you got to go around the long side of the wall. If you vault the pallet too early, I mean, it's not that we couldn't vault it. It's that if we vault it, we're gonna be easy death to like a water kill or something like that. So again, probably shouldn't have gone there in the first place because she can throw her harpoon over the benches regardless. Or can she not? I'm pretty sure she can, right? It wouldn't make sense not to. Like, hooks go over the benches. Ripper blades go over the benches. Harpoon should go over the benches. Arcbat bomb could go over the benches. Pretty sure. She just didn't throw it very far. She just threw it basically next to her. It's like you update the match counter? Thank you, Marv. What is the match counter, though? I know we have, like, 1 loss and, I don't know, like 2 wins. Well, we also tied 1 game. Oh, and I didn't see where the hunter spawned. Okay, there they are. That's the hunter right there. Is that a Wu-Chang? Who is that? That's a tall hunter. It is a Wu-Chang. Tall, skinny hunter. We have 1 tie in there somewhere. We definitely did more than 4 games, though, so... Yikes. Alright, that's a good start. No one got hit immediately upon the teleport. That's usually the best way Wu-Chang's gonna get his hit in. Very cheesy, but it's his best strat. And if that doesn't happen, then you're fine. You're fine. And Cheerleader probably actually boosted away there, and after that happened, she was probably fine afterwards, so... Really good play from Agramont there. I know the slowdown can be really scary if you don't really know where to run at first, because then you're wasting half your boost just trying to figure out where to go. And then you just didn't use enough of it so that the slowdown doesn't kill you in the end. So really nice from Agramont there, working quick on their feet. And getting the blink out. That's perfectly fine. You're supposed to get the blink out. And now what? Now he's going to go on the forward. We're in a pretty bad area, though. Oh, he's just going to break her right away? That's good for us. That was a really bad area to be in. Now he just helped us break. That's not a hit. I'm not going to use my football for that. We actually don't know his trait. I'm going to see if he, like, charges his attack here. He's not. Probably doesn't have blink. He just used blink. My bad. I just forgot. He has confined space. Oh, we picked up a skill. That's really good against Wai Wuchang. Okay, we'll take it. I didn't even notice it. If he breaks his POW, we go factory. If not, we go around like this. That doesn't do anything. He even misplaced it, but... we didn't hear an insolent spell, did we? Confined space is gone now, so we're just going to reuse the window again. Take this. We're going to reuse this pallet. This is why you try to use one pallet at a time in each area, because when we go back to the area to reuse the window, we need to follow it up with a pallet, otherwise it's not going to be enough by itself. So that's why we're saving. That's why I'm not using God Corner all at the same time. But we're just going to use the football here. It's kind of a waste, sadly. It is kind of a waste, but we already used all the good pallets. Like, there was nowhere else to run to. We used that pallet. We used those pallets. This pallet, I'm not really going to count because this pallet is really dangerous. We're pretty lucky to decide to break this because next time, the next pallet we throw, a Smart Hunter would just go around and then we're just trapped there. So that's why I didn't do that. Even though the pallet was there, I know it was there, it usually leads to worse situation if you do use it than if you just didn't use it. So we're going to not use it. We're just going to ignore it. %. Just to start the cooldown of this sooner, he just uses Umbrella, which means we're going to be waiting 30 seconds for the next Umbrella. That means the scale is going to disappear by then. Let's just start the cooldown sooner, you know. Okay, he didn't actually use it. He just threw and then returned it to himself, so it doesn't really matter. The server's primed anyway. We want to start our cooldown for the next scale. If we do so happen to come across one, a little bit of a slow pop, he might die immediately, yeah. That was a pretty bad pop. 44%. Professor has wanted order. He's technically not in range to teleport on top of us. He'll get close, but he has to walk a little bit. Oh no, it's actually that chair. Oh, okay, never mind. It's that chair. Okay, so he would be able to teleport on top of us. He still has to charge it up, though. Okay, just in case. It looks like she's free, though. Looks like she's good. Alright. That's why you carry Insolence on Wuchang, by the way. It would have forced us to use the ability. Instead, we have still an entire football left after we already used all the good pallets so that we can get to the next section of the map. That's why I don't like Leo's memories, because it's really hard to get out of a certain section of the map. When you get trapped, it's like a 4-corner map. It's like a map with 4 corners, and once you're stuck in one corner, it's really hard to get out of that corner. You'll use the pallets there, but there's not like a flow. There's not a flow to it. It's not like Arms Factory where you could literally kite on the whole Arms Factory map. Like, there's a perfect route for Arms Factory where you could technically reach every single thing, every single pallet, and every single window on the map with a single route. But Leo's memory has too much open space to make that work. I feel like if he had slow pallet breaking, I feel like if we had faster, faster movement speed when we vault something, it would make a difference. But I mean, you guys saw in that situation, it wouldn't make a difference. We never really vaulted a pallet, and the times we vaulted a window, we don't need the boost. There's a pallet we're going to use right next to us anyway. I suppose if we had a window boost, I wouldn't use the pallet right away. I would circle it a little bit before I use it and let the hunter get closer. So that way I'm not wasting my boost in a pallet drop animation. That's the key you're trying to focus on. But it doesn't change the fact that we're still going to be stuck in that area. We're just using that area, that corner of the map for longer. It still doesn't help us get out of there. So that's the big problem with Leo's memory. You could say the same thing with Moonlit, because the bridges just disconnect the rest of the map. So your options on Moonlit are very limited. That's why decoders on big maps. That's, I guess, mentioning what I said earlier. It's like, it's really hard to connect the map together. You need abilities to connect it together well, and it's really hard to do that as a decoder because you don't have good abilities. Composer, that's why I say if you want an ability to kite the whole map, pick Composer, not Lawyer. Because Composer is going to connect those areas that are missing pallets so that you can get from corner to corner. And then once you reach that corner has a whole new surplus of stuff to use. So who died that match? It was Lawyer again. Alright, I guess we're going Lawyer again. Alright, but I think this record I think is accurate, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 losses, 1 tie. Oh, I just picked that immediately? Alright, we'll take it. That's the spawn I wanted anyway. Your voice is cutting out? Hello? Is the voice cutting out? Oh, sorry guys. That should be better. That should be better, sorry. How long was that going for? Is it my voice? Or is it my game? Someone said voice, so I assume voice. I'll tell you why. Because I had the microphone on this setting, and I'll tell you. Visual example. It was on the setting where it only picks up in a certain direction. So if I talk like this, you guys will hear it. But when I spin my microphone in the other direction, it sounds a lot... Well, it still sounds good, but it's a lot harder to hear me now than if I turn my mic like this, where it's facing me now. So if I just turn on this setting right here, then it picks up the sound from all sides. So that's what you're supposed to do. And I didn't see the hunter spawn. So that's why we pick a lawyer, for lazy people like me. Gamekeeper. Alright, so I see someone spawn in a corner. That's already a great start. We're once again matching with this gardener. I think I'm just gonna ban them after this game. Someone remind me to block this person so we're not getting gardener anymore. I mean, if you're gonna spawn in a corner, you clearly don't know the first thing about it in E5, so... Anyway, oh right, we need to be dropping this pallet in case we get teleported on. It doesn't actually matter against Gamekeeper. We're gonna get hooked no matter what before we reach the window. We're gonna have to dodge it, but at least if I dodge it, I want to be next to the window when I dodge it. I don't know where he is. Well, I would have just vaulted straight into him. I should have been checking my map there, not gonna lie. Victoria Ashes is the best patient, by the way. Never heard of them. Oh, they're the person we're playing with right now. Alright, we'll see about that. Basement is also here. Did I ping that? I'll ping it again if I didn't. Hunter's nearby. Man, that cat used to not be there. Who remembers when that cat was not there? They actually added that cat a while after after N was released, so. That cat used to not be there. Although I will say, for some reason, if you guys play Quick Match, for some reason, people... No, not people. Sorry, white people. For some reason, I don't know why. Oh, there's two ciphers here. Okay, this is pretty rare to have two church ciphers right next to each other, but usually it's just one of them. But has anyone else been seeing like fat black cats around the map? And has anyone been noticing spiderweb on the pallets? What is that in reference to? It's after one of the crossovers came out. Is it the Jinjo Ito crossover? Is it the... What's it called? What's the other one? Is it the Little Nightmares crossover? Because those cats used to not be there. It used to be like spider... There used to be like no spider web on there. One time I saw a spider walking on one of the pallets too, so... And it was not Halloween Church map. It was not the Halloween Church map, so... Ooh, we might have to be playing Cheerleader again. Uh-oh, that's basement though. I know how long it takes to... cheer people. I'm actually thinking about walking there to keep her out. Please don't die. Please don't die. Follow me. Follow me. We can't afford to have her die again. Get her hooked. He missed. He missed. Okay. Well, now if I take a hit, it'll be for no reason, unfortunately. But it's okay. When we die, we're gonna be far away from basement. But if we let her go to basement, we just straight up lose on the spot. We don't have a rescuer to deal with basement, so that's why I'm doing that. It's a really weird play, I know, and we're kind of assuming that he doesn't miss the hook. And if he does, then I'll take a hit for no reason, but you know what? I'll still rather take that than risking it, and then he's gonna immediately go to basement. That's not what we want. We're gonna lose if that happens. Is he going for it again? He better not. Okay, I have to watch out for warp here. Warp would be pretty darn good here because if I'm just next to the pal when he warps, sorry, when I'm next to the... If I'm next to the cipher when he warps, I hope you don't pop the ciphers at the same time because he's not pinging his cipher. Okay, we're gonna pop. And hopefully he notices that I popped. There we go. I had a feeling that Gardener was pretty close on decode. So that's why I'm doing that. I would love to vault these windows for like to increase my boost here, but I gotta save this boost in case I get chased. Sorry, I gotta save the window boost. I can't really be wasting this just to get a little bit of boost on that. It doesn't make sense. If he gets the gate open, we'll go for it. Just so we can get an extra 600 points. The warp doesn't reach us anyway. It's only 60 meters away. And we're out. What's up, Music Man? How you doing, man? Hey, that rhymes. Technically rhymes. Same word, though. Okay, so who died this game? Cheerleader died. Oh, boy, we're playing Cheerleader again. Here we go again. Ah, shoot. Here we go again. Sorry, Agra. 5. If someone reminds me about the point score, I'll keep track of it for the rest of the stream. Oh no, I didn't block the gardener! Oh crap. Yeah, I knew I'd forget. I always be forgetting. That's why I blocked that forward as soon as possible. Because I forgot. Oh, we got a donation? Dude, that was an hour ago! YouTube, you're geeking out! Well, thank you again, Tofu. 1 hour later. You get a second shout out. Thank you, Tofu, for the $6.99 Californian dollars. Canadian, but whatever. Californian is cooler. Thank you so much, Tofu. I was like thinking, okay, that message is... That's why I don't like reading the donation earlier, because I know the message is going to show up again later. I should be waiting. But it doesn't really make sense, because then people are telling me, Psych, you got a donation. And I'm like, the donation's going to show up in a bit anyway. This is why you read out the donation. We waited a whole hour. Whole hour. I don't think it's YouTube, though. I think it's actually just Streamlabs, which is like a different thing I use so that we get the donation up, because YouTube doesn't do that. But one of these days I wanted to read out the messages. Maybe that's like a Twitch exclusive thing, though. I don't know, though. I feel like you should be able to do that on YouTube. Alright. By the way, one of my streams got a copyright notice one time for that music. I can't believe the remix got copyright striked. So you can't use the copyright. It's copyright now. You can't use the music anymore. Whatever. It doesn't pick it up every stream, though. Like, some streams it just never picks it up. YouTube still has to find it at the end of the day. Used to not be, again, remixes. I don't know why remixes, certain remixes count as copyright, why others don't. Alright. This is rank match, right? We've been getting instant matches, so... Thank you again, Tofu, though. Really appreciate it. I don't know if Tofu's even still here. So, do you think you're going to commentate for ICL when it comes back? Probably not. ICL, though. Oh, you're asking about ICL, not Call of This. Okay, Call of This is a different story. I would demand some pretty strict regulations. I demand a paper, and I demand we stick to these rules. And as long, and like, they could do their non-consent form or whatever that is, as long as they stick with the rules. Gosh dang, but if they don't, then there's going to be problems. I'm not going to work for them again. Sagi, do you think you're going to commentate for ICL when he comes back, though? That one, probably yes. Music's already been asking me, would I like to commentate ICL if it shows up? And I say yes, because ICL is not direct connected with NetEase, right? ICL is the community thing, alright? We're playing Cheerleader. Sorry, Agra. We're getting this Professor a lot, too. Professor hasn't been doing that bad. He's been doing good spawns. I think he kited one time and it was okay, but whatever. It's whatever. I'm not gonna ban every single person. Just because they're half as good or something like that. Alright, boys. Rescue not needed. Who says rescue's needed? We got Gardener. That's our rescuer. They had rules last year. I don't know why not this year. And maybe that's why. So that they can do this kind of BS. Who knows? They keep playing Gardener. Listen, that's Agramont. Agramont's got reason to play Gardener. Listen, they've been playing in Call of This. They're gonna need to know how to time those bubbles against Opera. That Gardener, that nobody that you saw earlier, yeah, they don't need to be playing Gardener. I'll tell you that much. When is ICL? No idea. I don't even know when was the last ICL. I get confused. I don't know the difference between ICL, IVL. I just know IJL. You want to know why I know IJL? Because it has the word J in it, and that starts with Japan. So that's the only reason I remember. ICL, IVL, I think they're North American things. I don't know which one's the official one. I think the C in ICL stands for community, so I assume it's North American and run by the community. Right. That's pretty sound logic to me. I'm just spawning in that corner, and it is a shadow. That's nice. That's very fun. Let's see if she goes after me. Oh, boy. Okay, not after me. Gonna go after the professor. Really bad for us, because professor doesn't really want to be looking back. He dodged the ghost scare. Nice. Or maybe she just detached the ghost for whatever reason. But no, she definitely tried to scare him and she missed. So nice job from the professor already. Better than the average person already. What about ICU? I don't even know what ICU is. There's an ICU? Oh no, is this an ICU P joke? Here we go. You don't know what this hunter does? Dude, why doesn't anyone read the book? Ellie doesn't know what she does. Kalau doesn't know what she does. You guys gotta read the book. Basically, I'll give you a brief rundown. She has two bodies on the field. You can't see one of them. It's just like Dream Witch. One of those bodies is a ghost, alright? You can never see the ghost. The only time you'll see the ghost is when she scares you with the ghost. But that's too late, because then you get 40 eyeball effect. If you get 100 eyeball effect, you start walking towards the hunter if you have a heartbeat. If you don't have a heartbeat when you get the 100, then you just walk in random directions. That part is not really that important, though. What is important is that you got to be careful when you look at her. Is it even worth? I think we can make it. Please. Yes, we made it. Let's go. Oh, she might still be going after me. Okay, she left me. I can tell she left me because the black went away, so she's further away. Not really good time to be removing the gravestone when I have this eyeball effect. Otherwise, she's going to know I'm just trying to destroy it and then go up to it and kill me immediately because I won't be able to destroy it. Okay, well now she has full presence. Now this is when we're in trouble. Because now it's going to be a guaranteed... It's going to be a guaranteed 40 when she teleports. So a couple more things. Every time she... think of it like Dream Witch, but not really. The ghost cannot injure you. It can never do anything. It can only float above pallets and windows. And it can only attach to people. When it attaches to people, it leaves a gravestone. This little rock here, this floating rock, it leaves that on the floor. You cannot destroy it for 20 seconds. And if you stay in the white zone, your gradually eyeball effect is increasing. There's exact numbers for this, but I'll let you read it. Just know that you want to run out of it. Alright, that's the most important thing. Agramont is focusing. They're probably not even listening. The other thing is that the ghost can increase your eyeball effect, and so can she. Alright, well, since we're at full presence, I should probably also tell you that every time she teleports, she's going to put an instant 40 on you, because the gravestone will also do the same scare tactic. But it's just like Wheel. It's also like a mix of Wheel, where Wheel can only do it every 32 seconds, something like that, right? And she has the same thing, where she can only do the gravestone thing every 40 seconds, because it's impossible to dodge. So they made it balanced, not really. So that, oh, you know what? We can actually cheer you. How do I choose the person to cheer without choosing the wrong person? Nice bubble aggro. Oh, I'm sorry. I need to be pressing this. Pro cheerleader, right, guys? Alright, come here, aggro. So, yeah. The ghost can see where you are, but you can't see where the ghost is. So the ghost is going to be trying to scare you. You don't know where the ghost is, but you don't want to look at it when it does scare you. It'll show up for a brief moment, you'll get 40. So you just try to randomly look in random directions and hope that the ghost doesn't catch you. That's why her chase isn't that reliable. The other way is that she can also scare you herself with her main body, so just don't look at her main body. My best tip is look at the ground for a red light. That's how you know where she is. So just use that to your advantage. The last way is when she gets full presence. Every time she teleports on a gravestone. Yes, she can teleport on the gravestone. There's no cooldown on teleporting. Every time she does that, she'll put 40 on you if you're within the range of the white zone. In which case you get instant 40. She can only do that every 30-ish seconds. When you're by a rocket chair, the eyeball effect increases a lot slower. It increases at 0.6 speed instead. Okay, we're just gonna pop the cipher because Psychologist is waiting on me. So you see how it increases a lot slower when someone was on the chair, but when the moment you rescue them, it increases a lot faster. That also applies to scaring people. If she, I'm calling it the scare, by the way, when she puts 40 on you immediately. When she does that, it's also reduced when there's a chair nearby. So keep that in mind as well. That way she's not going to be able to get like 40 plus 40, and then the rest of the 20 is going to come from the gravestone. Not going to happen. That's not going to happen because they made it so it's only 0.6 around chairs. It used to be 0.7, I think. So, Agramont, you'll be able to pick yourself up. She is going to be able to teleport to a gravestone, though. That gravestone has... It does have a cooldown, technically. Oh, I didn't mean to press that. I meant to press the ping button. It does have a cooldown. I don't remember the cooldown. I think it's like 35, 40 seconds, something like that. I want to wait for her to pick up, then we're going to remove this gravestone. Because if we walk in the gravestone, she'll know someone's in the gravestone. She'll teleport to me. She won't know which gravestone, to be fair, but she'll just teleport to one of them. I mean, these gravestones are her map pressure, so you want to try to get rid of them. Oh, you guys are already in the gates? Cool. I'm just going to leave them. So you see how she's able to teleport to them? Now, technically, she could also... Oh, Agra, leave, 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 leave. I don't want her to put a thing on you. She's going to put a tombstone in front of me. Okay. It's also important. You know how you, against Dream Witch, Agra, you know how you want to leave sometimes so that your leash disappears? If you leave, she won't have anyone to attach to at the gate. So then she won't be able to make a gravestone, because every time she attaches, she makes a gravestone. And then she'll immediately teleport on that gravestone, and you won't be able to destroy it. You're going to be like, oh, wait, but maybe can I destroy it immediately like a Hellumber puppet? No, you cannot. There's 20 seconds where you can't destroy it. So, try to leave early. Those are my best tips. Change your camera in random directions on the kite so the ghost maybe misses. And then, if you're at the exit gate, try to leave as soon as you know she's coming after your gate. Because you don't want to be sitting there and then she attaches to you. Now there's a gravestone waiting inside the gate, so no one will ever be able to come in without her teleporting on you and killing you. So you were running for your life, yeah, I know. Read the book in between matches. That's literally the best thing I have. My best advice, though, besides reading the book, go in a custom match, go single training. Pick her. You don't have to have her unlocked. The game lets you pick every character. So, just go ahead and do that. Read first. You're going to be confused at first. Try her out. There's a lot of different pictures. Just know that the mushroom icon is a parasite, basically, and it attaches to people. The gravestone is a gravestone. She can teleport to it. You can only destroy it after 20 seconds, and if you sit inside it, you get 10 eyeball effect every second, so... A lot of numbers to remember. The one thing I don't remember, which I should definitely check on, is how long does she have to wait between teleporting to gravestones? It's at least 30 seconds. Pretty sure it's like 35 or higher. Who died that match? It was... Okay. That's an interesting one. Not really. It's mostly interesting because you don't see her a whole lot. I mean, I don't see her a whole lot. It's like one of those characters that you see picked every once in a while, but in reality, if you're going to pick a kiting character, there's better ones for the job. No one understands what she does except for Psyche. I'm trying my best out here. Yeah, you don't really need to play against her to know what she does. Play as her. One match is all it takes. And one match is all it takes, honestly. Of course, though, you gotta read the book, too. You gotta know know what the character does too, you know. Uh-oh, we should be giving that to Dancer. Here you go, Dancer. Alright, I guess Dancer doesn't want to set up music boxes. Alright then. You read by learning. You learn by going against them. Not a good idea. You're going to be spending a lot of time sitting there trying to learn stuff you don't understand. Shoot. Again, I didn't see where the hunter spawns. Maybe the stream will show me. It's going to be too late at that point. Okay, graveyard. Gotcha. Alright. We got graveyard. Let's see who the hunter is as well. We don't want any surprises. That's a good one to know about early. That's a good one to know about early. Perfumer. Going on the perfumer. You gotta destroy the stones? Not necessarily. You don't necessarily have to destroy them. The thing is, she can only have 5 stones on the map, so when she starts making a 6th one, the last one disappears. If it's blocking an objective, yeah, or if it's like a strategic position to hold, like middle, you want to destroy it as well. But besides that, you don't really have to go destroying every gravestone you see. Remember, it is a waste of time at the end of the day. You know, just like gamekeeper traps, you have to choose carefully which one you break. If it's like a useless gamekeeper trap, you can usually ignore it. Like, let's say they misplace it, for example. Usually that doesn't happen, though, so it's very rare to see that. But remember, it is a waste of time, technically. Same goes with healing, but at least healing, you're getting health out of it, right? How does the scare work? If you look at it, when it happens, you get 40. 40 eyeball. Man, it's so sad to rescue and waste his health. It doesn't really make sense. Especially because he got tinnitus there. I hate how people don't like ping if the hunter's near them or not, so... We never really know if we should pressure or not. We're not going to rescue regardless. Oh, shoot. Okay, gotta get closer. Probably not a great hiding spot, admittedly, but... Especially against this hunter who can just jump over the wall if he sees me. But... Okay, so she's going to give tinnitus. I don't know why she's so intent on rescuing that. We don't have the ciphers anyway. It's also Lizard in an area that Perfumer is not going to really survive. And she's going to have to use dodge a jump. It's almost impossible. You have to be in the right area. At least she didn't take any damage out of it, so we don't really lose anything. But we don't really gain anything from rescuing. We only lose our health. We just lose stuff. We don't even gain. Okay, he doesn't have full presence. I'd like to try to go in buildings. I want to stay away from the graveyard. Not only is it kind of a weak hiding area against Lizard, but also someone is decoding there anyway. I don't really put as much consideration on people decoding there because it's just as easy to start another cipher. And just kind of out of there, you know, and have the person who won't get chased take it over. I'm more so concerned with doing a very long kite for our team so that no matter what happens, we're going to have all the ciphers. It's a lot worse to run out in the open and just take random hits and your kite is way shorter as a result than to go in an area that's really good but near a cipher. As long as the other person's careful, they shouldn't be taking hits either. It is a good area after all. 69%, nice. Only 20 more minutes. 20 more minutes left on rank. We might even get the cipher done beforehand, as long as she doesn't get smashed here. Sorry, Machine Prime. We're gonna pop as long as it's a basic hit, or she says focus on the coding. That's also good. Sure. Oh, dang, that's nasty. So if he wanted to teleport, he's gonna have to do it now, because it's not gonna be realistic to knock her down that quickly at that point. Okay. I'm gonna leave early just in case the dungeon is there, because she put herself on a ping cooldown. It's not like I'm gonna be able to do anything. Yo, she might actually. It's a 2 and 3. She just passed one dungeon. Dungeon is actually there! Oh man, one flywheel. Oh, or a cheerleader pop-up. Nice job, Agramont. Well done. That was really clean. Perfect. Awesome. Well done, Agramont. Get an extra win there while we can. We're gonna have to be playing... Oh no, what do we have to play now? Perfumer? Alright, we're gonna be playing Perfumer now. Let's go. Perfumer. Free wins, free dubskis, we take it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Record's looking pretty clean. Not the cleanest, but pretty clean. Let's go. This is BS. What are you talking about? 66% chance of dungeon. Perfectly balanced. Cheerleader just boosting towards dungeon. Oh, okay. He's mad about something else. Hi, meant to say hi, but was busy. Welcome, Lux. Welcome. Glad to see you here. Thank you for saying hi. Appreciate it. I noticed you. I see you. And I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Lux. Alright. Did we master that Gardener again? I'm reading Gardener in the chat. I'm just rereading the chat. Alright, we're playing Perfumer. Not a character I play a lot anymore. It's not really worth playing Perfumer with how many good hunters there are against her nowadays. Used to be a very different story back when Sculptor was the newest hunter in the game. And ever since then, every single hunter after that has been kind of rough. Wheel is alright. It's fine to go against Wheel, I suppose. Used to not be the case, though. Used to not be able to do anything against the Wheel with your perfumes. Alright, BT, chill out now, chill out. You don't gotta go that far. Okay, if you're not gonna take that, then I will take this now. Let's go Perfumer game. It is Hospital, so even if it's not a good hunter to go against with Perfumer, it's still fine. We're still on Hospital. And there is extreme synergy with Perfumer, even if your perfume is not good against the hunter, even if you're not like falling down. If you reach that birdcage palette, sometimes that alone is enough. So to make your future perfumes really good. I don't know, we'll see her. It is a broken map. Especially good with Perfumer. Brings you back to the good old days. But again, something like Clerk would be pretty bad. Night Watch would be pretty bad. The Wax Artist, pretty bad. Wax Artist, well, at least the map is good against Wax Artist. Not going after me, going after someone else. Alright. I'm guessing he saw my shadow. He must have saw my shadow going to Hospital right away. Psyche, please tell you. I saw your texts. I didn't want to say anything. Okay. I'm calling Mom. Lee Ventures came here just to say this. Everyone say hi to Lee Ventures. Mami, możesz zadzwonić do taty? Bo tata chce rozmawiać z tobą o planach. Tata needs to talk with you. Tak, about the plumber. Czy ty spałaś? Okej, mami chce rozmawiać, okej. A mi tata chce rozmawiać. Okej, bye mami. Saying hi to your mom on behalf of the chat. Thank you, Angela, I appreciate it. Okay, that was a pretty good kite. Pretty good kite. We got a second lizard today. Mom reveal. Were you guys able to hear mom? 4 escape easy wins. Did we get a 4 escape today? I don't know if we got a 4 escape today. We definitely got a lot of good games though. We're missing a. It was a good kite. I finished a whole cipher. I don't know what took so long on the 3rd cipher though. Maybe a cipher block. Maybe someone kited there a little bit, so maybe that's why. Could be a lot of reasons. Mostly those 2 reasons actually. There's really only 2 reasons. Yeah, so. Okay, dodge. He did dodge. That's a pretty big play. Oh no, that's after half though. Okay, well he's gonna wait it out. Smart move. You're supposed to wait it out as long as possible at that point, but now we can get smashed at any time, which is the scary part. Yeah, we might see it here, honestly. I'm not sure. Okay, he dodged it again. Nice. Yeah, but now Agramont's gonna have to just kite it out, and I don't know. If she, like, double pom-poms to hospital, it might be possible, but if the smash doesn't kill her, then the jump to hospital will kill her alone, and then just walking up to her. I don't know. He had to waste a smash on the patient though, so that's pretty good. Okay, he still had another one anyway. He got it back. Daddy Haster. Daddy Haster would like to know if everyone is good. These names, bro. We're probably the best survivor for rescuing here. What is he swinging at? Bees? He's swinging at bees. Swinging at bees. Can you hit the chair as well? Problem is now that we're gonna die to a. I'm gonna save my focus on decoding ping, and I like to walk around this tall statue building because this. Oh boy, that's not a really good time to ping it. I guess it's okay. Even with the perfumer buff, it's not fast enough. Maybe if the wall wasn't blocking my vision there, I'd be able to judge better, but a little bit annoying. It's hard to judge when the wall just suddenly came up in my way. Oh well. Now he can get smashed at any time. I don't know why the entomologist is wasting her time healing someone who can anyway pick themselves up. We need you on the gate. Not wasting time on something that someone can do by themselves. That's like helping a person on a cipher. There's a reason we don't do that, because you could be doing your own thing. Now we don't have a gate start or anything. She could even if she doesn't have the gate start, at least she'd be about to start it now, but I guess she's worried. I guess she's worried that patient's gonna go down immediately in hospital though. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna win this game anymore because I went down right away, unfortunately. It's a little bit of an awkward situation. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe he's coming for me and maybe I'm actually the one. Yep, I'm actually the one who's dead. Okay, he actually ran out of jump scare. If she makes that rescue, I mean, we'd also be fine. I really just did the perfume back because the building is the best way to deal with the lizard. Are you gonna jump here? You are gonna jump, but it's still not enough. It looked like he was gonna vault it, so I didn't want to run back to it, but unfortunate. Yeah, and she didn't make the rescue either. Yeah, we're gonna lose this game, unfortunately. We really shouldn't have lost this game. It's a little bit of a bad call from the patient there, not being mindful of his own teammates. That's like a little bit of an annoying thing. Just people not being aware, people saying focus on decoding, not realizing what he's doing. That's just people not playing Hunter, you know. If you played Hunter, you'd realize that he has other goals in mind. It's not just him. It's not just him who he's worrying about. There's other survivors in his game too that he can go after. So we would have been fine if that didn't happen. Otherwise, yeah. We could have survived as well. Perfumer buff was nice. It's just mostly because the wall was in the way. The wall just blocked my vision for a bit. Alright. Oh shoot, we're gonna have to play Cheerleader again. It's so annoying. Absolutely hate playing Cheerleader. I absolutely despise Cheerleader. She's so annoying to play for me. I don't think she's that good. If it's Hospital, if it's Factory, yeah, it's good. It's good because you take it to Factory or something like that. There's so few places that you can reliably kite with no ability. At that point, you just rather go Decoder if you can kite without your ability, right? Stealing Agramont's mains, I know, right? We also would have been fine had the rescuing up and after half. A little bit unfortunate. Again, that's just a really dumb thing with terror shocking on chairs. You can't really touch the chair or else you're risking terror shock for touching the chair for like 0.001 second. I think terror shock should be removed off of chairs, honestly. Just because if you guys have ever seen, all you guys should know what I'm talking about. There's going to be games where a person didn't even look like they were touching the chair and they got terror shock. And that's not fair. That is not fair. If it's like Photograph or if it's Blood Queen, if more Hunters had slow hit speed, it would be perfectly fine. But because Hunters have instant swing in this game, kind of like in Dead by Daylight, it's just not fair. Because how is the survivor supposed to react to that? They're just guessing. You could touch the chair all you want. You could touch it for even a 0.001 second. That's not gonna necessarily bait the hunter. Because at the end of the day, it's just a guessing game. Because of how fast people rescue, you can't just really look. You can look and see, like, you can technically react to 0.6 seconds, but that assumes that they're touching the whole time. If you're just judging based off of just off of are they gonna touch the chair? You don't know for sure are they going to keep touching the chair to the remainder of the rescue speed. You don't know that still as a hunter. Just because they touch the chair for a bit. That's what makes it a guessing game. It's really annoying. And unfortunately, having that patient there and he didn't want to risk it. It's better to rescue after half than to get terror shock, so I'm perfectly fine with that. Not fine with terror shocking on chair. You could crouch, you could emote. You don't have to touch a chair if you don't want to, but at the end of the day, just standing there is just as threatening as all those emotes. It doesn't really make a difference. Causing an animation is cool. Maybe like walking if you walk. Just any sort of animation, like just to increase your chances, but it's a chance at the end of the day. You play all characters, it's like it doesn't like... They seem so redundant to me. They're like characters that are team specific or map specific. Or if you can kite without your ability, then just go with Decoder or something like that. It's good on Hospital if you can get to Hospital with both your cheers. Again though, if it's a speed up hunter, it's kind of sad. You're just using them reactively at that point. But if you use it reactively, sometimes you end up with like a slowdown in a place where you just die for it. It's a skill issue, guys. It's a skill issue. Which is crazy, by the way, because all you have to do is press the button, and it's still a skill issue. Alright, but anyway. That aside. Journalist is going to go down first. Angela's picking a high IQ spawn. Perfect. Now, either they get chased immediately before we get to start. Oh, okay. Alright, why'd they do that? Okay. I don't know what kind of hunter this is. What kind of hunter picks this spawn? What cipher are they trying to block? They're trying to block Shed. They're trying to block Shed, I guess. I don't know what the point of that was. At least if they went like between Factory and next to Antiquarian. They could get a lucky Cypher spawn that affects one of us more likely now. Or maybe they're just going after the Cheerleader because they know I don't play Cheerleader. I don't know if I feel like using that area. Oh, it's a clown and I just noticed. That's really annoying. Watch me take a hit now because of that. Alright, Hunter change target now. Not going after me, that's for sure, so. This Pally, this Cypher against Clown always gets my stomach churning because you might not make it to this Pally if you don't move right away. This always makes me nervous. It's such a close call every single time. We'll take it. We'll definitely take it. Okay, he's putting on another Infinite Rocket. I'm gonna get to the pallet. We should be able to make the pallet. You know what? Honestly, if he smashed into the pallet on purpose, the slowdown would have killed me. Although, I guess I would have just used this, and yeah, it actually would have been fine. Well, no, not really, because there's nothing really good to use. What would I use? I guess I'd go to the pallet, not the pallet, the window around. Yeah, I guess I'd do that. It wouldn't be a long-lasting solution, but it's a solution nonetheless. You know, sir, you should have really broken this pallet earlier. Dang it, I knew he was gonna do that, but I didn't think he was gonna make it. Oh, that's so annoying. I thought we beat him to it. It was in my head, but I didn't think he'd make it. That's really annoying. Unfortunate. Are you kidding me? Oh god. I already messed up pretty bad. I don't need that as well. Oh god, we got a really smart person on our hands. Oh god. Using our abilities early. Coming here for no reason. Use motivation near a hunter and avoid taking damage before the speed reduction ends one time. Okay, I guess that's okay. You know, and we did get the blink out technically. pretty inefficiently, but we did get it out technically. Oh god, he might actually still go for me. So he definitely hit her with a modified drill. If he has confined space, we'd kind of be in trouble. He does have confined space. Nice battery notification. We're not going to survive this. We could maybe like reach this pal. That's our best shot. Please! I hate Cheerleader. She's so bad. She's so bad against mobility hunters. So bad! You use all your abilities for nothing! For nothing! They're literally useless! God dang it. It's my fault for getting terror shocked, admittedly. I absolutely hate using Cheerleader in today's meta. It's just, oh my god. Even the off-meta hunters. Especially the off-meta hunters. Those are especially bad. I don't know if we're gonna live anymore. I don't know. Honestly, probably not. If she gets hit here, we really need her to get hit on purpose. Help me out, Auntie. My goodness. That was good, but a little bit scary. Also, I'm pretty sure she canceled his dash, so it's only on a 6-second. I need to stall out the blink. We're not going around that pallet. Hello. Okay, well now we're fine. Now we're just gonna go factory. He can hit me if he wants now. What was the point of that? I don't know what the point of that was. Now we're definitely living. And you know what? I'll give Cheerleader this. You know, she'll be pretty good if we can reach dungeon. She'll be pretty good at reaching dungeon. I'll give her that. She'll be pretty darn good at reaching dungeon. Otherwise... Because here's the thing. Here's the thing with Cheerleader. It's really good late game. It's really good late game when the slowdown won't be killing you later. But feels really redundant. Blink ready? Thank you, Alang. Unfortunately, we didn't really need to... we didn't really need to be so specific about blink. He just kind of used it for... Sadly? Sadly? Is that even a way to put it? He used it sadly. Alright, not enough roasting Cheerleader Agramont. My reasons aren't even reasonable on top of that. Okay, let's heal up. Give her some extra points. Alright. Agramont doesn't want the extra points. Cheerleader is OP as long as she's in first chase. I don't know about OP. OP is a strong word, but... Alright, let's get out of here. As always, I hate Cheerleader. Hey, I mean, she was pretty good. She was pretty good. Getting to that pallet right before we got hit. So that was pretty good. I should have used the boost the second time there. Then I also would have prevented that blink from happening. Again, my fault. That was really my fault, so... I mean, what am I supposed to say? What am I supposed to say? Tershak carried the match for real. Tershak carried the match. We were still fine there. All things considered, we were still fine. Barely. So, not really confidently, but still fine. Teammate assist. Okay, but how are you going to get 27, though? Do you really expect someone to solo kite for 22 seconds? It doesn't make sense. They have to be in a really good area for that to make a difference. Usually it doesn't. You have to sacrifice hits as Cheerleader. You have to sacrifice... time on the ciphers for something that is not even necessarily guaranteed. At least with a harasser, no matter if that person goes down or if they're still alive, as long as they make it, they're guaranteed to give value. That's why I'm not a big fan of Cheerleader support. But if you can like reduce someone's ability, that's really good. I like it. I like that. I like that about Cheerleader. I don't like her as the chase though. I don't think her kite is that good. It looks really good on paper. Not really good in practicality. If it's not a speed-up hunter, it's okay. If it's a speed-up hunter, you're in a lot of trouble. You're going to rely on the map a lot at that point, because speed-up will not save you. And we did have a good map, to be fair. Map was pretty good for Cheerleader. I just messed it up. Antiquarian died. Dang, that's a good survivor! Let's go. Wait, I said I would pick a different survivor if it's S tier. But she's so much fun though. We're doing it. We're doing it. If it's like Mercenary or something, okay. We're not gonna go Mercenary. But if it's like Antiquarian. Ooh, yeah. EU ping would have never let that happen. I'm not an EU though. That Terror Shock was fair and square. Fair and square. Prisoner is not so sure on taking hospital apparently. Maybe he just wasn't looking at the screen. Okay. Hunters already picked their hunter. Hunter already picked their hunter, makes sense. Alright, now we're gonna get a second Terror Shock this game. Let's go. Second Terror Shock. The Terror Shock was fair and square. I should have used the speed boost. I would have been fine that way. Oh well. It is what it is. Whatever. Should have been safer there. Should have been safer. Anyway. We're moving on. It is a lizard for the third time, which is actually pretty good for Antiquarian. If he lands on my side, I'll be able to stun him immediately. I hope. They did keep buffing lizard swing speed after he finishes jumping, so we'll see. Okay. Remember what I said about another Terror Shock this game? Yeah, about that. You bought a new mouse just to play Antiquarian? Beautiful. That's what I love to see. How do you even control the stick on PC? That's a good question. Is there like a separate key for each of these? Is it really a mouse thing? You looked away for a second. You looked away for a second and we already have someone on chair. Flywheel's gonna be pretty good against Lizard, not gonna lie. I don't know why he's still camping. Okay, about time. He's going back to chair. See, now he has reason to camp because two ciphers are only two ciphers are being decoded, so he doesn't know if the next person is actually rescuing or not. Alright, read him like a book. Had a feeling he was coming for me. Okay, or not. Or not. He could just go inside. That's cool too. Either way, I'm not trying to give an easy start for this lizard on his second chase. We're going to need a really good kite to make up for that. And with the smash ability, Anti-Crane becomes a lot worse because we're never really going to be able to stun him. He's always going to be able to hit us with the smash before we're able to stun him, right? That's the way it works, right? Imagine if you use your stick while he's in the air and that actually prevents the smash. It might be worth a try, honestly. How would you even time that, though? It doesn't make sense. Okay, we're in a lot of trouble, though. We do have a lot of ciphers, but we're still missing a last cipher. Because we got mine, we got this one, we got that one in Birdcage, we got Agramont starting a new cipher. And then we don't have a last cipher. So we're going to be in trouble here. And the kite just wasn't long enough. In his defense, he had Blink. He just dies to Blink because we didn't get the Blink out earlier. So a chase that fast without a Blink out, I mean, we're screwed. Oh, Agramont is actually going for it. Is Agramont going for it or not? Okay. Alright. We'll see what happens here. Probably not going to dodge the smash. Okay, did dodge the smash. Well done. Had the flywheel. Oh no, Terror Shot game. Nice. Alright. We're going to need a rebound here. It's no other option. And again, Lizard, I don't really know how we're going to do it as Anti-Query, and every time he uses his ability, we're not really going to be able to hit him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it makes a lot of sense to support as, what's it called? Okay, this is good, though. Hopefully he falls down. Dang, did he go over here? I forgot about that chair. This really hurts. That really hurt. If only we had that ability to see where the survivor and the hunter are walking together. Where are they walking? That's why I run that on forward. It's actually pretty helpful on exactly hospital. So it's really nice. Well, he definitely sees me. Can you hit the chair for me as well? Okay. He's gonna die to a smash here regardless, so it doesn't really make sense to defend him anymore. I don't even have a good... Oh, he missed! Oh, that's a pretty big miss. That's not in range. Sorry, Chief. Sorry, Chief, not in range. Nice! Dodged it again. Perfect. Okay, we gotta... Is he gonna blink through the wall now? Oh, I'm getting nervous now. This is bad. Oh. I don't know what this prisoner is doing. He's goofy, though. That's for sure. I don't know if I want to risk a trump card. Alright. I'm never going to get this deduction done. Use swing. Swing is specifically the left side, by the way. You have to use the left side of the stick. No other stick side counts. Oh my god, he stunned in mid-air? Oh, that was so cool. Did you guys see that? He jumped in and landed back on the ground. That was awesome. Beautiful. What can I say? We might actually be able to anti-crane. It takes 5 years on the gate. Not really. It's only 6 seconds longer, but we could still die here if he has like a teleport. No, he doesn't. Actually, I could just be able to hit him twice. No, because then I guess we could hit him once and then push him away the second time, because you don't just have to stun, you could also push away. 115 deduction. This is who's getting carried to high tier, guys. We still tied that match regardless, so they're still not losing as many points. They should be losing like -7 for that, come on. They're only gonna lose like 0 now. Oh my god, you got +1. Jeez, right. Right, because ties don't make you lose -1 anymore. Same lizard? Alright, we've been going against the same lizard every game? That was a different one. Oh yeah, that was the same lizard from a few games ago. When I was a psychologist. We've been facing a lot of lizards today, though. Any more lizard? I could have sworn there was a 4th lizard, right? No? No? Hold up, there's more matches. Lesbian Yidra? Okay, ayo. Alright. No, it was just 3 lizards. Oh, bye, Agra. GG's, thanks for the games, no problem. Take care, my man. That was your bad, didn't mean to sell you. Oh, okay, that makes sense. You probably wanted to crawl and then you were running into a wall instead. Okay, fair enough. I got you. Wow, we got best deduction for the game I got terror shocked? Oh boy. This is who's getting Let me rephrase the last statement about who's getting carried to high tier. This is who's getting carried to high tier. What is this? Still getting best deduction? Oh my god. For getting terror shocked. 1, 2, 3. Thanks for playing, Audra. I mean, Agramont, sorry. 1, 2. Dang, we did well today. And we only had a pair of us today. Not even a full team. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Man, so close to 10 games, but so close to 10 wins. But the first ever, is this the first ever on stream that we got 10 wins for a legit Survivor stream? Like a legit Survivor stream, not low tier or anything. Any crap like that. That's pretty cool. Alright, guys. What did you miss? Not much. Just a lot of great games. Anyway, so close to 10 games, but one of these days we'll get 10. Oops. 99, that'll be the day. 8 wins, pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, 8 wins. Psyche got terror shocked. Marv, I think it's time for you to go back to sleep. It's time for you to go back to sleep. It was a blink, and I was thinking about it, but I'm like, I'm not going to say anything. I'm pretty sure we can vault faster than he can blink. But no, he was able to reach me still. Oh, wow. We still won, though. Undeservingly. Okay, I did well before that, though. I was kiting good before that. No, I forgot to do the pop quiz again. Oh, my boy. I'm forgetting every single day. Alright, anyway, guys. Why is the 8 smaller? Oh, because I made, because I made it 10. Hold up. Okay, well, now it's not going to be the same size. I got to do this. Alright, now we're good. Okay. That's going to be it for today's stream. Thank you guys so much for joining along. We got some 12 dice to roll. Alright. We got also 2 essences. Let's go. Double essence stream. Let's go. Here we go. First essence. Gonna be C. Okay, C graffiti. No, that's a D. We get 6 for that. Dang, that's a big D. Anyway, now we're gonna get the S. Oh, well. One of these days, man. One of these days. Oh, we got a B. Dream Shell. They always make such cool spider skins nowadays. Oh, well. She kind of dookie now. She's a good hunter still. Guys, we gotta go do handheld firework for 10 clues a day. Oh, you could walk to cancel the animation. Didn't even realize that. Alright. Well, guys, thank you guys so much for joining along the stream. Pretty successful! Pretty successful, but we did have what's her name? We did have his name, Agramont, helping us out with the ranking and just playing good characters in general. As much as I hate Cheerleader playing Cheerleader, she's still a pretty solid character. I will give her that. She's still pretty good, and especially against the right hunters, she can be really, really good. And even with the right survivors, she can be also really good. She eliminates a couple hunters, but it is a little bit weak to other hunters. Still, though, Cheerleader's a great survivor. Don't take it the wrong way. Guys, thank you guys so much for watching today. I will see you all later. Yeah, Monday probably. We're going to be streaming Monday. And I'm finishing school this week, so we'll see. We'll see. Maybe we'll stream more often. Anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you later. Take care. This has been Psyche. Peace out, everybody. Mickey messaging? No, that's just battery. Alright, guys. See ya. Peace.